just think it's time. You know, I did a dozen, but I did all the films that I would give like 9 or 10 out of 10 for. I don't want to drop the standards.
Right.
I don't want to start doing films that are 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
That's where a lot of film reviewers go wrong.
Yeah, Ross being one of them.
Yeah, I've seen them go, oh, this is worth 7. Don't do it then.
Yeah.
If it's no good, don't do it.
Know it yourself.
No.
Sure.
So
no more film reviews?
No.
Oh.
Until a great film comes out.
Sure, okay.
Like Braveheart 2 or something. Yeah. Which would be 9 now.
Quite an eventful.
Yeah.
I'd have thought.
Yeah. So 9 for that. In
well,
advance.
Rick, it's almost the end of the show, and still got time for the song for the ladies.
I can't wait.
Carl won't be here next week.
Oh, where's going?
Where are you heading, Carl? Going away for Christmas? Tell us.
What? It's a secret. What you want?
Well, in case your fans try and track you down.
What? Are you going taking pictures of planes in Greece? What?
Political?
Rob your house.
Satirical, Steve. Satirical.
Where are you going? What are you doing?
I'll tell you what. If I was caught in a foreign country and the government got said, no, it's okay, they were train spotting or plane spotting, I go, no, I am a spy.
Exactly.
No, I am a spy. No, it's all right, you were train spotting. I wasn't spying, please.
I saw you at the Doctor Who convention as well.
No, probably an assassin or something, I think. Yeah. I'm probably an assassin.
Carl, where are you going, mate? Tell us, come on, we haven't got time.
To say when. What's that here?
What?
People rob your house if...
Yeah, we didn't say tell us your address, tell us where you leave the key, and then tell us you're going on holiday. We said where you going on holiday.
Barbados.
Oh, yeah?
Ooh, showing off. Yeah. Boasting.
I'll tell you what, Steve, what I'd like to see, and a lot of the listeners right there too, pop round there now, touch him for Christmas.
Shall I touch him for Christmas?
Touch him any way you like for Christmas.
Can I just introduce the song for the ladies before?
Well, love him for Christmas, though.
Can I just say
yes,
what
but
the song
as long as you love and touch him.
We're going to leave you with the excellent Tim Buckley, of course, father of Jeff.
I'm just going to be watching, but love him.
That was
look at his little face.
Also on that CD that my friend Dave sent me earlier, so if you don't like it, blame him. While he's been arrested by the copyright police. And it's called Buzzin' Fly. Let me touch you, Carl.
Don't, Steve.
Go on. A man for Christmas.
I'm not coming back.
Kissing a man.
Licking.
A man for Christmas.
Look
in touch with your feminine side of time. I can put you in touch with your feminine side and my feminine
I'm liking
side.
it. So I can't look, I'm busy.
Let's put each
look,
other
I'm
in
busy.
Oh, good.
There's a star. Ash.
Good.
It's a great show so far, isn't it?
Enjoying it, Rick, but I'll tell you this, what worries me is something we've not done, which is what we've not taken on board some stuff I've heard from the management. They've said they've enjoyed the kind of light-hearted flippery, in the past on the show, and the likes of Jonathan Ross getting their knobs out. Yeah. But they just feel that sometimes it's a little bit cheap. Rick, a little bit crass, and they just want us to perhaps be a little bit more highbrow at times, a little bit more
that, because I mean...
Well, you're a smart guy.
I am, yeah. Well, I've proved that with Clugs having 4 noses and Stephen's Tower.
Can I ask you, Rick, about politics?
What do you want to know? Because I am a political person.
I thought as much.
Go on.
What on the politics? What do you make of who to vote for?
Vote for the government, whoever's in the government.
Yeah.
That's
the Liberals ever?
No, not if they're not in government. No,
okay.
Don't.
What about the foot and mouth, which a lot of people have worried about?
Don't worry about it.
No?
No.
Recession is hit, and a lot of people are losing their jobs. What should they do about it?
Get another one.
Get another job.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, this is, I mean, you can have this for free. If you do lose your job or something, get another one, but get one that's even better than the one you lost.
Right. Okay, good advice.
Yeah. Maybe
if you were just like kind of the post boy before, like Carl.
Get in charge of the company, get a manager's job.
Right, become director general or something.
More money.
Good.
And don't lose that one.
Okay. And what else is concerning people? No, we get calls all the time, Rick, to the station. People saying I'm worried about the war in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
What do you make of the war? Is it one of your favourites?
Well, what? No. My favourite. All war's bad. My favourite.
I'm putting you on the spot here. What is
Falklands.
your favourite? Is it really?
Yeah.
Is it? The Falklands War?
It was a range war.
What does that mean?
Do you know what that means, Carl?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember drawing pictures at school and that.
Yeah, it means that our missiles could go sort of 17 kilometres, and the Archers only had missiles that go like 9 kilometres. So we just parked our boats about 12, 13 kilometres off it, and we were shelling them. Shelling it out of there, right? And theirs were falling in the water.
Yeah.
So it's the war equivalent of holding a midget at arm's length.
Right, and he's trying to punch you.
And he can't reach, and you're just kicking him in the balls at will. That was,
Rick, a lot of people talk about WW1 as being the Great War. Was it a great war for you?
No, it was a good war. It wasn't a great war.
Right. What's the problem for you?
I liked the bayonets and the trenches and all that stuff, but I could have done without the poetry.
Right.
Only because the poetry's a little bit bent. Okay. And, and what I'm saying is the only time that it isn't bent in a war. But you know, there's beautiful. But there's one now I remember. He goes, "We are the dead. Once we lived, felt dawn on our face, but now we lie in Flanders fields." Be honest, if you'd have had a gun in your hand instead of a pen,
yeah,
you might be alive
you
today.
would be dead, yeah,
and the war would have been over by Christmas.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
High five.
Yeah.
Oh,
so that's
losers.
Politics, Carl.
Any other questions, Carl? You want
and,
solve
you know,
any high
economics? I've done economics.
Because yes, the economical.
Anything else?
I just think you should look after yourself. You know what I mean?
Carl, I've just got something to say to you. Hip hop, hooray!
Hey.
Let's play my hip hop track.
Whoa. Hey.
Put your hands in the air.
Yay.
Move them round like you just don't care.
Yeah, you're not even bothered.
I'm playing an old school track this week, Rick. I'm going
Excellent.
back in time, rewinding the
How
clock.
are you spelling school, Steve?
Oh, with a K.
Go on.
Ever heard of anything by Digital Underground? The Humpty Dance, you might
The
remember.
Humpty Dance.
Do you remember that?
That was a fellow sat on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was getting dissed by
Yeah.
the police, and he fell. And he broke all up, and the King's horses shouldn't have really been sent to repair an egg. They couldn't do it because of their hooves.
Anyway, Digital Underground, for those that don't remember, was an Oakland group led by Shock G and Chopmaster J.
Go on.
But of course, most famous now for the fact that they featured Tupac Shakur.
Love him.
Where he first began. You'll hear him on this track. It's called, which one have I chosen here? I think it's called The Same Song. Have a listen. Ross was slagging off the hip-hop feature, wasn't he, when he came in earlier? And how can he not like that? Digital Underground, same song.
I think he was scared of it, Steve. I think he was intimidated
understand it.
by your youth.
Well, he's scared of the youth. He's scared of the fact that I'm down with it, the homers and the bitches and the hoes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he's not with that,
I
you know?
think
He
he
looks
wa-
dapper. If they saw him in the street walking down like a ponce, they'd just laugh and jeer, but
Yeah.
probably rhythmically.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and he couldn't come back at anything.
And you'd be high-fiving and
Oh,
everything.
they'd be loving me.
you. I think he was intimidated by your style. I think he's jealous of you, to be honest.
Do you know, I think what he's probably most jealous of is the looks.
Yeah, I think
Do you know what I mean? I got the new haircut because we might be on the telly later.
He
Rick.
didn't mention that, did he?
Did he? Well, he's never seen the old one. You've kept him from me. He's got nothing to compare it with.
But that was a great hip-hop selection there.
Yeah, lovely.
Even
lovely
though I say so yourself.
Rick, we've had a couple of people, because they've listened to your dissection of current politics and economicals.
Yeah.
And they've got a couple of questions for you.
Go on.
We've had one from Jimmy Ruffin. He says, what becomes of the broken-hearted?
Oh dear. That is a difficult one. I don't think I've got time to go into it because it's a very delicate problem.
Can you answer this one from the KLF? What time is love? Any ideas? Listen, keep those questions coming in for Ricky Gervais. Maybe I'll just sort them out later. Have we got a song to play, Carl? Let's
Oh
whack it
dear.
on. Still to come, the song for them.
XFM 104.9. What was that again, Steve?
Rolling Stones and a track called Monkey Man. That's from a double CD, not available in the shops. My friend Dave G made a compilation for me, birded it onto CD using modern technology. That's one of the tracks on there.
What's his name? What's his name?
Dave Greenwood, obviously breaking several copyright laws there.
Exactly.
I would not encourage anyone to make copies of anything for anyone. It's breaking
His
the law.
name again if the police are listening?
Dave Greenwood lives in Nottingham. I can
How
give details.
dare he do that for you?
It sickens me, Rick.
He's making you receive,
Stolen goods,
Yeah.
and there's various artists on there who've barely got a penny, who are losing money hand over fist. The Rolling Stones, for instance.
Yeah,
The
and
Doors.
XFM have done that as well, played it off, and that's terrible. Now we've implicated those as well.
XFM are culpable, so is Dave G. Thankfully not us, Rick.
No.
We're just middlemen caught up in it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mr. Biggs behind this.
There's always
and we're
Mr.
just
Biggs,
pawns in his game. Aren't
And
we?
so that's, I'll be playing another track from that later on.
I've got a lovely couple of little tracks on my hip hop selection.
Looking forward to it.
Is it
Incidentally, can I just ask, Rick,
Mama said lock you out. What?
did you get a little gift here from XFM?
I did. I got a lovely little voucher here. It was very nice.
You're very thoughtful. I've also got one. How much is yours for?
£25.
To spend at John Lewis or Waitrose.
Yeah.
A little kind of gift voucher there.
I think I'll do Waitrose because food. You can get a good lot of food for 25 quid.
You're absolutely right.
You can't get a lot of like haberdashery for 25 quid. So I'll be going with the food option.
The thing about the gift voucher, a lot of people will I'm sure receiving these over the Christmas period. The thing about the gift voucher is it's like here's £25,
Yeah.
but I've limited where you can spend it.
It's like they don't want to give money because that's go. Say this is like money, but not as versatile.
Exactly. You can't spend it in as many places. But it's the thing is that surely the thing about a gift is, you don't want people to know how much it was.
And unless you're letting them make their ideas up for next year.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? If an aunt gives you like a single, like a step single, and you've given her 25 quid at the body shop, you're saying, you know how much that single costs.
Exactly.
So do I. I'm not going to say, right?
Yeah.
Let's make up the difference next year, Sally, aren't we? You know what I mean? Let's spend 50 quid on me next year.
Yeah.
Do you know how much he got?
How much did you get? Did you get a gift voucher as well?
Yeah, but I work here all week.
Right. How much do you get?
150.
150 quid?
Yeah.
What, on gift vouchers?
Yeah.
To spend at the same places? I'd have to say, though, I mean, it's not a very inventive gift, is it?
It's
Whoever came up with it, it's a lovely thought. It's wonderful to have £25 that I can only spend in 2 places I never go in. But, no, I'm not looking a gift horse in the mouth. I'm not looking a gift horse in the mouth. It is a treat.
He spoke to Jonathan Ross like he was a normal person.
From someone whose dad buys him a spade for Christmas, I thought you'd be grateful.
But my only thought is that John Lewis and Waitrose, I mean, it's not very rock and roll, it's not very XFM, is it?
No,
I mean, a tattoo parlour, maybe, you know, in a bike shop.
A piercing, I might get my face pierced, just a big bolt through my head.
But I mean, they're a little bit, aren't they a little bit like The Man? Aren't they a little bit mainstream?
Yeah.
Eh?
What would Billy say about this? Oh, play a record, and don't make it a square record. Something on an indie label or something. Or something that hasn't been even recorded.
Yeah, that can't even become available ever.
Yeah, I don't know what instruments they're playing.
Oh, not the guitar. Competition time, Carl?
Oh, Carl's looking forward to this. He's just getting all stressed about his half hour. Pete. Oh, go on.
No, it's just, we should have done this a lot earlier.
Why?
It keeps them hooked in. Right, if you haven't heard the game before, I'll give you some initials, bit of a cryptic clue, and those initials and the cryptic clue makes up some band. Might not be an XFM band, but it's a band or a pop group or an artist or something.
Yeah.
It's on email.
What's the feature called, though? What's the feature called?
Rockbusters.
Rockbusters, yeah?
Absolutely.
Do you want to, will we do this on email?
I think we ought to, because you don't like taking calls from the public, do you?
Well, he can't work the machine.
No, that's absolutely right.
It's not that, it's just that then it's pretty fair for everyone. Because
anyone who's got a computer, you mean? So it's open to anyone who's got, you know, a computer or a laptop at their disposal at this precise moment.
Anyway, there's some cracking prizes, Rick, you'll be pleased to know, that obviously, once again, Carl has managed to collect together an arbitrary assortment of
just looking around the office.
I mean, where did you get these from? I mean, seriously, where did you get them from? Because it's such an arbitrary collection.
What have we got there?
I don't know what kind of a person would want these items.
Right.
It's such an arbitrary selection, I don't know what kind of person you'd be.
Read them out, what have we got?
Well, there's another XFM compilation, which you've obviously nicked from somewhere in the office.
Yeah, it's a good compilation, remixed to an album.
An album here, which is a promo album with 2 pigs on the front. I think it's the Smashing Pumpkins Live. I can't be certain. This is the album, didn't we give this one away last week? This is just an arbitrary compilation album. Again, one of those kind of...
Is that the actual one you didn't send, Carl?
No.
We've
got a couple of them.
I've got a job lot of them.
Surprise, surprise, The Office on DVD, which is ludicrous.
I've seen it from here. What film? If it, listen, dear XFM listener, it's 2:30. You know, it's a bit windy out. You're
probably gonna stay in this evening.
Maybe do a bit of shopping you got, and then in a stay this evening. Or what film would you really want? No, I mean seriously. Think if you could see one film, right? What would you want to see?
DVD.
One of the big releases.
Yeah, it's great. Put them out of their misery, Steve. They'll be watching this tonight if they're a lucky winner.
It's the movie Stigmata. Stigmata with Patricia Arquette and Gabriel Byrne. So look forward to that.
That's great.
That's the big one.
That is brilliant.
You're playing
look at Carl's face. He's actually offended because he's the only one that puts any work into this show, and he's got competitions. He's got Educating Ricky, Rockbuster. He's got
the song with a story.
He's got a song with a story to come that he's like gone through them. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. So you're playing for that collection of arbitrary goodies plus the big prize this week, Stigmata, featuring Gabriel Byrne.
Oh dear.
About a woman who I think starts bleeding from the hands. It's a horror film, I think. You have to be 18 or over to take part.
It's not terrible.
Sure.
It's all right. But
is it better than Children of the Corn, which was the big giveaway last week?
I haven't seen Children of the Corn. Go on then.
Right. So
next week, Teen Wolf 2.
Go on.
Here's the
and Tony Banks's own solo album, Bank Statement. Tony Banks, remember, is the musician from the Much Loved Genesis, but we got that album to give away.
All right then. So right.
To win those exclusive prizes.
Go on. Yeah, you've got to email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
I saw a sellotape dispenser out in the
there's a pair of gloves that I don't know who's out, but they're out there and they've been there for a week, so
let's send
pair of gloves, a sellotape dispenser, and Tony Banks's solo album, Bank Statement.
Yep.
Okay, go on.
Right, first one. Initials JT.
Initials JT. What's the cryptic clue?
Cryptic clue. At the moment, I'm in a river full of logs.
Hold on.
Yeah.
JT, and what's the clue again?
At the moment, I'm in a river full of logs.
Full of logs?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, who could it be? JT. At the moment, I'm in a river full of logs.
Yeah, go on, next one.
Second one, there's 3 of them you gotta get. Letter is W.
Yeah.
The clue, that lad's got bad asthma.
That lad has got bad
I've got that
asthma.
one already. I've got that one already.
W.
Yeah.
And
okay.
finally, the last one is the letter C.
Yeah.
And, the cryptic clue
Is Karl is one of these.
Mousetrap is that musical, isn't it? This isn't the clue, by the way. It is called Mousetrap, isn't it?
There's not a musical.
It's not a
play,
musical,
it's a
but
play.
it's a whodunit sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Right, here's a clue. I saw that,
Imagine that. Imagine that on the real blockbusters.
Yeah, mate. Bob Owen is going, oh, can we stop a minute? Oi, you with the 9 teddy bears there. Mousetrap, that's a show, isn't it? In London, isn't it? I think so, Bob, yeah. Right, okay, here we go.
Yeah, carry on. So the camera's back on?
Yeah.
So the letter is C, and the cryptic clue. I saw that Mousetrap the other night, but the heating in the theatre was knackered.
What?
The heating in the theatre was knackered, right? Ruined it.
Well, I've got that one already as well.
Yeah?
I mean, these are... the first one's hard, but the
So
just a quick reminder, JT was the first one.
At the moment, I'm in a river full of logs.
Full of logs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Second one, W, that lad's got bad asthma.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And the last one, C, I saw that Mousetrap the other night, but the heating in the theatre was knackered, and it ruined the whole thing.
Okay. And ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk is the email address. You can win.
I'm confused with
various treats, including
I'm in a...
Stigmata.
I'm in a
Gabriel
river full
Byrne.
of logs.
Yeah.
I'm in a river full of logs.
Well, we'll do it in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, you've got to stay tuned for the answers.
It's not the quickest, so don't go rushing and sort of messing it up. Think about it.
Big set of
They've got to be given away, Rick. They've got to be given away.
This is Rockbuster.
We've got, obviously, the big prize Stigmata this week.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give the prize to Ira, I think it's Ira or Ira, but she or he emailed in the right answers and then said if you could enclose the receipt for Stigmata, that would be much appreciated. But I'm amazed by the number of responses we've had.
And someone wants a copy of Tony Banks's solo album, which I was mucking around, so we'd better buy that in the week to give it away, because I think that'd be an amazing prize to give away.
If you just give the clues
do the clues and then just give the answer.
Come on. What the answers are.
Right, well, the one that everyone was struggling with was the first one.
Yeah.
So I'll save that. So we'll go to the second one. W.
Yeah.
That lad's got bad asthma.
Yeah, we know that.
That was Weezer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good one, well done.
The last one, C. The clue was, I saw that Mousetrap the other day. The heating was knackered in the restaurant.
Yeah.
In the restaurant?
In the theatre.
Yeah.
And it ruined the night.
Yeah, so it was a cold play, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's a cold play.
Yeah.
And JT, at the moment,
No, I can't think of this one.
At the moment, I'm in a river full of logs.
Well, I have to say there were some wrong answers. What was it again?
It was Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake. We had some wrong answers that included Jethro Tull and James Taylor. I don't know how that relates to it at all.
I'm annoyed at Lake when he clearly said river. I mean, that's the first thing that cropped up. Not I'm in some water full of logs at the moment. Yeah, I'm in some water full of logs. But he actually had to say river, so not lake. That annoys me. I mean, I didn't get it. Fair enough. I should have worked it out. I should have tried to think like you.
Get it.
A lot of people obviously think like you, which is which I'm, you know, worried about. But yeah, James Taylor is great.
08700 800 1234. Sorry, that's not 08700 08700 because I started again because I sort of fluffed slightly.
Yeah, go on.
08700 800 1234.
And when he says he fluffed, like that's not how he got into television.
Exactly. ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk if you want to email the question, and only Karl can see the screen, so there's no cheating.
Probably people don't know what fluffing is, do they?
No, I don't think so, Rick. Karl, have you had a question?
What, already? Are we doing it now?
Should we do it now? I think we should just drip them in throughout the course of the show.
Yeah, you could dripping them in. Go on. Ask us a question.
I thought this was a good one. It's from Clive.
Go on in.
Clive, we've got a listener called Clive. Wow.
That's all right.
Who was the first James Bond?
Oh, is this film one? I know that.
No, but wait a minute, wait a minute.
I know this ambiguity because we've talked about it.
We've talked about this ambiguity before. You see, he might be deliberately embarrassing us because the old myth is that someone played it on radio that we all know and love.
Yeah.
Now, he should have specified, did he mean the film James Bond, the first film James Bond?
Can I just say, we won't count this one, because the definitive one, and I've talked to Glyn about it as well, it's Dr. No was the first one of the team that we
Sean Connery. So Sean Connery's the first screen James Bond.
So we agree on that, even if we're both wrong. What did he say it is?
I bet he said it was Bob Holness who played him on radio in like the 1950s?
He didn't say the radio bit, but he said Bob Holness.
From Blockbusters.
Yeah.
And I was drawing a little Blockbuster thing.
That's really spooky.
That's weird, isn't it?
But the thing about that is I'm worried if it might be a myth. It may be a myth.
Well, no, I don't think it is. It's that we can't.
1 point to me then.
No.
Yes.
No.
Well, you did you know it? Did you know it? Did
yeah,
you
we talked about it.
No rubbish. Yeah, but well, if we talked about it, did I say it to you?
No, we agreed that it was Sean Connery because it just like we didn't count Casino Royale because you said it wasn't by the same team. And
yeah, but that wouldn't have been the first James Bond anyway because that came later in the series. No, Rick. No. Don't play the music.
There's no way.
That's clearly a point. You didn't know it was Bob Holness. He meant it was Bob Holness. I knew the answer. 1-0.
Well, fun-loving criminals, Scooby snacks. Anyway. It doesn't matter, because we both agreed once in a pub that the right answer is Sean Connery.
Yeah, but wait a minute, Rick, the point's not that. The man phoned in with a question, and the answer the man was after was Bob Holness.
Oh, okay.
And that's the answer
I'll tell you
gave.
what, the answer I was after was me.
But that's nonsense, Rick. He's the question master, the man who phoned in. That's ludicrous. You to face the facts.
You can't say what number am I thinking of. It's got to be the real answer.
No, but I knew the answer he was after.
So brilliant.
Yes, because that's, even if he's got it wrong, it's such common parlance now that Bob Holness was the first James Bond that I knew the answer. Face the facts.
Right, give us another question, Carl.
Jeez.
Give us another question.
God, he's a bad loser, isn't he?
I had a good one here, but...
You've forgotten it?
Or...
I sort of scribbled it down.
This is brilliant, isn't it?
Hang on a minute.
We can edit this out, can't we? It's not live, is this?
It's only a piler.
It's gonna this is going to look great when it comes out. Go on.
Which food...
Yeah.
Carl, you now making up the question?
No, it's just that I sort of took down the important bits.
But this is amazing. This is amazing radio. Go on.
Which food kind of doesn't make you fat?
Jeez.
What kind of a question is that?
Oh, this is...
No, it is proper.
I love imagine this on the Weakest Link. What kind of food doesn't sort of make you... I mean, it doesn't make you fat. Okay, do you want
basically
me to...
no sort of calories in it.
Celery.
Water.
Well, I mean, what do you mean? Do you mean a vegetable?
No,
do you mean
you're right. Apparently,
it uses up more calories to bite it than...
Yeah, but wait a minute, Rick.
One all.
No, it's not 1-all because you're supposed to write it down.
You didn't know.
But you didn't... what do you mean I didn't know? You're supposed to write it down. That's the whole point. We're writing things down.
You said water. You said water!
But that's because I thought we weren't taking the question seriously because you didn't know what he's talking about. 1-all! We got to set the rules. This is
bit too much like Portishead for my liking.
Was it?
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed it.
Beat a band. Well, that's because Portishead are from your neck of the woods, isn't it? Was it? Portishead, I think you'll find.
Yeah, I embarrassed myself.
Right, another question, quick. Is this question a real question with a definitive answer? Or is it like, what is my most comfortable chair?
I don't know why people aren't going to maybe like Trivia Pursuit or something, just getting a questioning off that and then...
Because they're a little bit more discerning than that, Steve.
Have you heard the questions? They don't know what they're talking about. This is stuff they've overheard in pubs.
Come on, ask it, Carl. I look at the Carl takes down and goes, what's that?
I know.
What am I meant to write? Go on then, ask this one.
Right, what sort... No. The Pope.
Yeah.
What semi-precious...
Sorry, Mrs. Robinson, we're going to have to let you go.
Yeah.
Go on.
You are the weakest link, Carl. Goodbye.
Yeah, go on.
The Pope.
Yeah, the Pope. Yeah, we've got the Pope. Yeah, that's not strictly a question.
He wears a...
he wears a dustman's hat. He wears gall-blimey trousers. Yeah.
Does he live in a council flat?
Yeah, he lives in a council flat.
He wears a semi-precious stone. What's the stone?
The Pope wears a semi-precious stone. What is the stone?
You mean, what is it called?
Yeah.
What is it called?
What, is it got like a kind of papal name?
I think it's like, is it a 18-carat one?
So we got to try and get the carat
yeah,
of the Pope's big diamond.
He calls it Dennis the Stone. Do they want the type of gem it is, like
or
diamond,
is there some kind of
jade,
papal name
ruby,
for it?
Or do they want it like the Rosetta Stone, or
I don't know.
I can't see. Play a record. Play 2 records.
Let's not.
Where's your head at? Basement Jacks. Right. Okay. Let's get this.
Have we knocked this on the head? Then it's not happening.
Oh, here he is. Look.
Here he is.
Come in. He's...
How have you...
Oh, God. I don't believe that.
Oh, that's pathetic.
I do not believe that.
That's absolutely pathetic.
Now, they won't believe this, will they?
No.
Right, if I say that Jonathan Ross just got his massive member out, and he is a big lad, Come and sit down.
I've got your tickets, Mr. Gervais.
Thank you.
What's going on here then? I mean, why are you dropping off tickets?
Well, because, you know, in the spirit of the Comedy Awards, we like to have the rising young stars of the British Comedy Awards.
That's right, and that's me.
Well, we couldn't find any this year, so we've asked Ricky whether he would sit in the rising young star seat, and I wanted to deliver the tickets personally, so there's no excuses if he doesn't turn up later.
Yeah.
I always suspected that you were sort of pretty well endowed.
Yeah.
And now we've seen. You know, it's on webcam.
That was just one of my cocks.
That's the one you're wearing today. Don't say that. No,
This is meant to be the happening young station. What's going on?
No, you can't say stuff like that.
You can't.
Just careful what you say. Look up to Julian Clary. 10 years in the wilderness, and he comes back in the person line.
10 years in the
That can
wilderness.
happen to you.
That's Jesus you're thinking of, isn't it?
Just because you're on everything at the moment.
I walked in here, and I came in here, and I thought, this is the young happening place, and what do I see in here? 3 old men sitting
What are
there.
you talking about? I'm only 28, 27.
You all look, you're wrecked. You all look wrecked. Well,
Well, that's because we're always partying.
I was looking for some youngsters. Where's the youngsters? I wanted to see some tight leather pants. I wanted to see some foxy chicks hanging on you every word. What is it? It's a bunch of old blokes on a bloke up there washing up in a sink.
But look at him. He even dresses for radio. Look
This
at
is
him.
ludicrous.
It's amazing. Looks like you're
I love the
one
fact
step
you were
away.
on the phone to Gervais last night, weren't you? Asking his advice on clothes. Look at him. He's going for the man down the DSS.
I like that look. That's a nice look.
Have you got a single pair of trousers that aren't elasticated at the waist?
They're maternity jeans, aren't they? They've got a whole panel that pulls
The
forward.
thing is, what I do at the end of the week, I can pop these in a pan and I can make a nice soup with all the food that's encrusted in them.
At his years as a homeless coming to the fore there.
Look at you,
But
one
why-
step away from Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen.
I'd like to be that bit closer.
But why are you dropping off tickets? Are you a little bit... Because I thought you were married and stuff. Why do you suddenly got this obsession with Gervais?
Because
I'm a bit rough, ain't I?
yeah, it's like when you see Dale Winton out with those rough boys. I'd like to get one of my own.
When a top celebrity in a lovely looking suit walks down the corridor with his penis out,
Yes.
I know that I'm still an
You
attractive
know
man.
you've arrived. I was inaugurating the same way. For me, it was Des O'Connor. It's like it's the passing on of the baton, if I may use that euphemism. and you've been battened.
Well, it's fantastic.
Well,
it
gonna be-
is a pleasure. I don't think I'm complacent just because I'm mixed with people like you. I still wake up and think, I don't believe it. I'm mates with Jono.
Can I just point out one thing?
Jono.
I was listening to the show last week, and I heard you, as always, revealing a little too much about yourself, if you don't mind me saying so.
Yeah.
Steve tried.
Not as much as you.
No, but that was just for the benefit of the room.
Yeah.
And talking about when you used to occasionally urinate in the sink.
Yeah.
When you were around my house last time, and I came in the kitchen, and you looked a bit shifty. No, please reassure me.
It was more ownership. That
Yeah.
I was like, I went to my territory, and then other people that come in that go, has Gervais been round here? It's like just marking my territory.
Because my coffee the next morning had a hazelnut tang to it that I don't remember putting in.
Can I just say something? Because I mean, I used to, you know, mention to you, Gervais, when we first started getting involved in the business.
Yeah.
I used to say, if there was one celebrity I'd like to be friends with, it's Jonathan Ross.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, Ricky's befriended Jonathan Ross. I'm nowhere to be seen.
But
Not
Ricky
invited
told me-
round.
Ricky told me that I could be his friend, providing I never extended the arm of friendship.
Right.
To you.
Yeah, if you ever...
I thought as much.
He tries to keep everyone else down he works with, from the office, all the other shows. He
Yeah.
tries to keep them down. He's
I didn't even want you to
number
come in.
one.
I wanted
Yeah.
to meet you on the steps.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to tell him you were around. But you called. He went, who's that? And he saw your name come up and he went, well, can I meet him?
Well,
No.
you're coming tonight, aren't you?
This isn't Radio 2, by the way. These links are way too long. This is snappy radio. We have to play...
Yeah.
You might
The
be
kids have
Jonathan
lost
Ross,
interest.
But
Put some
the kids want to hear Coldplay, Catatonia,
You know what I like?
Faithless.
How about some more of that instantly forgettable hip hop you play each week? One of those obscure
Go.
hip hop hooray. That's the
Thanks.
worst feature on British radio. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Wait a minute, I've heard your
As I was
quiz
saying
on
to
Radio
Bruce
2.
Forsyth
You're
the
having a
other day, I
laugh.
said the hip hop's had its day. You saw me that one.
Put it away. Put it away.
I'm Carl.
Carl, how you doing?
I'm alright. Got a question for you.
Quiet man.
Got a question.
Yeah.
The Pope.
Yeah.
What semi-precious stone does the Pope wear?
That is easy.
Go on.
Topaz.
Is that the right answer?
I don't know. I might have wrote it down.
I'm really sorry, Jonathan.
It's not what he publicly admits to, but I have to know because I was hanging out with him at the Groucho one night, and he was saying, "Oh, look at this, look at this, look at that topaz. Go and buy that. Look at that. Vatican City."
Look at that. We can make a nice ring out of that, he said.
Didn't go anywhere, but thanks for asking. I better go. I've got to go. I've got to go and buy
you.
some winkle pickers.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Enjoy
Nice to
it.
meet you, Stephen.
Yes.
Carl, I wish I could say it'd been a pleasure, but actually it was quite creepy.
See you later.
Question, please.
You two. Beautiful day.
Yep.
Now, I was just saying that's probably one of my singles of the year, but was it this year or the year before?
Oh, crumbs, I don't know.
It was, I think, was it 2000, the album? It was the first one off the album. Maybe that could be a question. No, we need the answer, don't
Well,
we?
we don't know the answer.
No, it's called...
Can I just ask, Jonathan Ross just came in there and to drop off some tickets for the Comedy Award show that he's hosting
Yeah.
later this evening.
Yeah.
Interesting, of course, a man who's 40 and still thinks it's funny to get his penis out.
It is,
I love that. Because it's like, when's that novelty going to wear off?
74, 75, when it's just too horrible to show
Exactly,
in
yeah.
public, I imagine.
But so he dropped off some tickets for you.
Yeah.
Was asking you fashion advice last night.
Yeah.
He came after a 3-hour radio show he's just done on Radio 2. Good show, by the way, worth tuning in to. He came straight around here, dropped some tickets off for you. He's now got to go and rehearse that show.
A lovely man.
I was out with you last night.
Yeah.
Went into this pub, like, kind of, that we've been to a few times before. Went in there, and this guy came in and said, "Your usual table, Ricky?" Your usual table. Can I just ask you 2 questions, Godfather? One is, have we won a prize tonight? On
I don't know. We genuinely don't know.
Can you have someone iced for me? It's ludicrous. What have you suddenly got over all these people that they're doing all this for you? When have you suddenly become the daddy?
Well, I came from nowhere, and you know, I've got Polaroids of the head of all the stations. Yeah, exactly.
Because what I'm worried about is that, like, when we're wrapped up in our winter coats, you're walking on there in your little sort of, little black overcoat, and I must look like your hood. Do you know what I mean? Like your goon that walks with you. Twice as tall.
Very much like Edward G. Robinson.
Exactly. Yeah. You are with the pug face, obviously.
Yeah. Well, don't go on about it.
Sorry, that was a bit hard. All right. No, I don't know. You just about that.
We've not. Even Jonathan Ross couldn't save this show.
No.
It is the only A celebrity I know.
Yeah,
I'm all out of ideas. I thought we'd have a trivia game. That's rubbish because he can't read.
All right.
Yeah. And that's what is it?
So are we knocking the trivia game on?
Yeah.
Let's have one final question.
What's the answer? I don't know. I don't know.
For the Pope one.
I don't know.
We couldn't even figure out the question, Carl.
What's the stone? What's the stone?
Hang on a minute.
Just entertain yourselves at home while Carl looks for the question.
Anthurst.
Amethyst.
Amethyst.
Yeah.
Amthurst. No, she was the first woman MP, I think you'll find. Amthurst. Ruby or Diamondo.
So have you got maybe a final question?
That's still
Carl,
one on it. Okay, do a decider and then we knock this on the head.
Yeah.
Go on in.
What?
Who?
Have you not been practicing in all these? We've had ads, we've had music.
Oh, where? What?
Rick, I don't think we should call ITV later with this.
Maybe he was talking about Jonathan's inquiry about sartorial elegance tonight. Where what?
Yeah.
Maybe he's just like summed up that conversation in
What's
just
the most expensive pub in London? Ricky won't know because he never pays.
Hang on, wait a minute. What does that mean?
What does that mean? You want me to buy? I'll buy the pub. How much is that? It's £1 million, sir.
If you go in, according to the Time Out Guide 2001, if you went in there and bought a big round, it's a day pub.
It's an expensive pub.
Imagine this on Millionaire. Imagine that question on Mastermind.
It's all too vague.
I know your specialised subject, how much things are in that, and whether they make you fat when you eat them. Then
it's in London.
Is this like some guy went in the pub last night and thought, this is a bit pricey? This is the most expensive pub I've ever been in.
I'm going to expose them on Ricky and Steve's show.
But does it mean, like, maybe is it a pub or a club, maybe, where you've got to be a member?
No, it's a pub. I'll narrow it down. It's in Covent Garden.
Punch and Judy.
That's it.
Has he got it right?
Yeah.
Well, I have to hand it to you. Well done.
Yeah.
So
brilliant.
So who was that? Who was that question from? Because maybe they should get these 3 CDs.
Let's give them that.
Who is it, Carl?
There's no way of verifying that. That's probably libelous. They've probably made
the Time Out Guide.
Okay. All right.
Carl, who was it?
What are you moaning for? You got it right.
Yeah, I won. Yeah.
Carl,
I won.
Carl, who was it that won? Well, listen, they know, so they've won.
Yeah. Right.
This is genius radio. This is brilliant.
I tell you what's letting us down. Him.
I know.
KP the P-Man. When he was just doing the press buttons and it was cool. Now we let him on the air because we thought it was funny. We quite like him. He's digging a grave for us. Right, listen, this is a new feature I've introduced called Songs I'd Like to Play on the radio. And
oh, this is falling apart.
And a friend of mine sent me a little CD of little treats and stuff. And one of them is this track. It's called Monkey Man. It's from the Rolling Stones. Play it, Carl. It's an absolute gem.
Press that. Sum 41. In Too Deep. All right, Steve?
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long time.
Eh?
Hasn't it?
What has?
That seemed a long time, well, that music we
Yes,
played.
no, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It's annoying, actually, that Carl never went to the email, because the questions have been sent in there. Good questions, and they've all been sort of neatly spat out with the correct answer. For instance, I might have asked you this, if I was the quizmaster, Rick. How many noses do slugs have?
Oh, I think it's 4.
It is 4?
Yeah.
Point to you there. Let me just see if I can find another one. Who, according to the current issue of Viz, is a cycloptic pop temptress?
Oh... Don't know. Is it a pun on her having one eye and sounding like...
Cycloptic is the clue. There's only one pop temptress.
Oh, it's Gabrielle.
Of course.
Yeah.
2 points.
Mine are better. He didn't get them. These are rubbish.
Have you ever watched a quiz show?
Because I can understand the question. They're rubbish, I suppose, aren't they? That gives me a chance to know what the answer is required. Go on.
Let me see if I can find another one for you. No, you're never going to get that one. That's too hard.
Oh no, that just
teases you more, isn't it? What's the name of? No, that's boring. That one. Sorry, it's beginning to fall apart again now. Here we are. What's the proper name for Big Ben?
Is it St Stephen's Tower?
You know, it absolutely is. That's 3 out of 3. That's fantastic.
Yeah, because the bell named after something like Benjamin so and so who works in it. It's St Stephen's Tower, and that's the big bell.
It's actually, in a weird way, I didn't know any of those. So it's actually quite good that we did kind of balls it up with Karl, because otherwise there'd have been egg on my face.
Yeah, but I still won. I just won less.
Oh, did you? Yeah, you did win. Yeah. I've already forgotten. I already wiped that out of my memory.
Yeah, but hey, Steve, it's not me that's the real winner. It's Neil, who asked that question
about pubs.
And he's got those 3 CDs. Just tell him what they are again. Just
Feeder Echo Park, a compilation called Reloaded 3, lots of great stuff on there, and the Essential Bob Dylan 2 CD.
Have you called him and told him?
No, not yet.
This is such a shambles, isn't it? Because what if he goes out or something?
Actually, if he's listening, can he give us a call?
That is so lazy.
Can't we call him like Tarrant would?
I would have had his number.
You've not got his number?
I forgot.
Oh, this is unbelievable.
I said get the numbers, Karl.
I wanted to go for the Pope one.
Karl, do you actually work here in the week? Or, like, did you just... You know, like in a film, when they knock someone on the head, put on the spacesuit and go to the moon instead?
Is it like Secret of My Success with Michael J. Fox? You actually work in the post room, but Saturdays there's no one around that recognises you.
So you pretend that you're a producer?
Yeah.
Because you don't seem to know any of the rules.
Because I reckon that name's made up.
When did I say a producer? When did I say I was
Karl Pilkington is a name that you'd come up with on the spot.
No, he doesn't work... No, he's not a producer. He says he works in sound.
He works
That's what
in
he says,
sound.
yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, work with this. This is my song for the lovers. It's a beautiful track. I've played it before. I'll play it again. It's one of my favourite tracks of all time. It's Bob Dylan. If You See Her, Say Hello. Here's a little bit of trivia for her. This is the last song I ever played on the old XFM before they came in and said, OK, you can go now.
That's incredible.
Isn't it?
Bringing tears to my eyes.
Lovely.
Okay, I think it's probably time. Let me just check my watch. Yeah, it's monkey news time.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news, yeah.
Right, last week we talked about, you know, the one who was good at getting up buildings and that for putting out fires and stuff, ended up working for the fire department.
Yeah, not true, but...
Sure. But if the building had good grippage, he was right up there.
Yeah, it's not true, but go on.
So this week, anyway, it's more about tall buildings and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It was this bloke who was a builder.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And you know what builders are like. They sort of move about, don't they, from sort of building to building, just building.
Well, yeah, once they've built it, the building's done and they move on to build some more.
Building to building, just building, yeah.
So he goes to his next job and that, right?
Who does, the builder?
The builder.
Yep.
He goes to, like, the boss,
new building.
the boss of this building, who's building it.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And he says what unto him?
Do you need anything building?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So anyway, so he says, yeah, there's plenty of work and that going about.
Yep.
He said, we're working on this one here. He said, get going on it, like, there's your bricks and your cement and stuff, get on with it.
Yeah.
Any plans?
Just
build.
Just start building.
Yeah. Go up.
They're getting on with it and stuff, it's all going well.
Right?
Yep. But he notices that there's someone working high up, right, on the top bit.
Sure.
Because do you know, like, there's girders and stuff on these big buildings?
Yeah. And he's still building the bottom bit,
and
which
he's
is weird.
Yeah, well, that's the way they do it there, apparently, just to sort of speed it up, work from top to middle, from top to bottom.
Sure, that's in imaginary land.
We put the spire on, and then we better do the foundations, and then put some stuff in the middle to keep it up there.
So anyway, he's saying to, like, the other workers, he's going, who's that up there?
Who's that up there?
He's working on his own.
The little fella, was he?
And
the little hairy fella up there.
He's the little hairy fella up there with the hard hat.
And the other fellas are going, look, you know, don't ask questions, you know, the boss decides who he takes on, we're happy to be getting paid here.
Don't ask questions! Yeah. Well, I'll see him when he comes down.
So he said, well, it's pretty impressive, you know, the work rate he's doing, the way he's getting from one girder to the other.
Swinging, is he?
He doesn't seem to be scared of the heights or anything. He said, no, just let him get on with it, you know, we work well as a team. So anyway.
What nonsense is this? He believes all this.
Yep.
So he sees the boss and he goes, that fella up there, who's the fella up there? He's pretty good. And he's like, look, you know, just get on with the job, yeah, I'll pay you. Let's just all get on with our jobs. Like. Lunchtime comes, they're all sat on a little wall having the sandwiches. He's thinking he'll come down in a bit. He's just carrying on.
Is he? He's just still going?
Still going on that, right? So the fella says to the boss man, he says, isn't that fella up there going to come down and join us for lunch? He said, like I said, mate, don't worry about him. Right? He said
very secretive. I'm suspicious about this fella. I don't know why he's working through his lunch. I don't know why he's not scared of heights. I don't know why he's swinging from girder to girder. It's weird. Go on.
So he said, oh, anyway, you've reminded me that he's up there. He said he's doing a lot of riveting and stuff up there. He probably needs some more nuts to...
Right, sure. And what kind of nuts is that? Is that nuts to food, or...?
So he said, what, nuts? He said, yeah, just, there's a bag full of them there. Just put them on the hook, send them up, and he can get on with his job. So anyway, he picks these nuts up, right? Yep. Just hooks them on. He thinks they're not that heavy, considering, you know, I mean, they're normally pretty heavy, aren't they? Like nuts and bolts and stuff. Yeah. So anyway, he has a little glance in.
Oh, no, what's in there?
Nuts.
What, you mean nuts that you can eat?
Nuts that you can eat, right? So they send the bag up, and he's thinking, what's all that about? He checks him out, starts to stare, works it out. You can see that he's a little chimp running about. So he goes, I'm not happy with this.
Why isn't he?
Because he's working for an organisation that's, you know, there's unions for this sort of stuff, isn't there?
That's amazing. They've got a chimp riveting this building together. Yeah, that's not scary. He's wondering if they're breaking union rules.
So he goes to
the
boss and he goes, look, I've worked out what you're playing at here.
Yeah.
He said, all them out
there. Is the boss sitting in a tyre?
He said, all them lot out there might not be wise to what's going on here. He said, but I've clocked it, and you're sending nuts up to it. It's a monkey. It's not on. So he goes, look, you know, we just all try to earn a living here. He said, don't get involved in it. I'm happy to pay you, but I'm paying him. Don't interfere.
He's paying him?
And he's saying, look, I'm just not happy with this. It's not allowed. So the boss was saying, well...
We pay peanuts, mate, we get monkeys.
He said, to be honest, mate, you know, he's a great worker. He's known for doing what he does. He's a good grafter. If one of you's going to go, right, I'm afraid I'll have to let you go, because he's been here longer than that.
Yeah.
He was made redundant.
None of that happened.
He was laid off.
None of that happened.
He's laid off and that. And that's where that saying about, you know, like there's a lot of tower blocks and that in America, it's like the chimp off the old block, is where... So that's monkey news.
Well, the greatest singer-songwriter of all time.
Beautiful.
With one of his best songs there.
Absolutely.
Bob Dylan, if you see her, say hello. She might be in Tangiers. I mean, he's having a go.
I mean, if you're going to go to Tangiers on the off chance to try and find her, I wouldn't bother.
Yeah,
you know.
But I mean, you know, he's
certainly if you're going to be there, then
he's desperate. He's desperate. He's going, she might be in Tangiers. Have you checked upstairs? She's definitely not upstairs. just have a look. Well, anyway, that was Song for the Lovers. But because I'm so excited about having such great prizes to give away for the first time, some albums that Karl found, we've got the lucky winner on the line. Hi, Neil, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Ricky.
Hi, you're a winner with XFM.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Do you like Feeder? They're a good group, aren't they?
Feeder, well, yeah, the kids seem to like them.
They do. The kids like them, and then Bob Dylan. He's a great, lovely bloke with a guitar, isn't he?
You're working hard, aren't you?
I'm fed up with this, mate. Really, honestly, I just don't know what else to do. I come in every week. I try and do. Yeah.
You have to write a new series of The Office. That's what you have to do.
I'm trying, but I've got voiceover work now, so there's more money in that.
You're everywhere.
Yeah.
Woolies adverts.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't mention that shit on the radio.
No, it's all right.
So, Neil, Steve Merchant here. Will you be looking forward to receiving these albums? You've got Feeder, Echo Park, Bob Dylan album, the best of, and a compilation. You looking forward to them?
Oh, absolutely. You know, I mean, it's going to really lift my Christmas haul. I'm not going to get to go home this year, so that's going to make up for it, I'm sure.
Neil, what of those three, which one will you be putting on first?
I think Feeder, Echo Park, because the kids seem to like it.
Okay.
Excellent. Thanks very much,
What will you be doing for the rest of the weekend? Are you going to be chilling out?
I'm chilling, man. I'm freezing. I'm playing golf right now.
That's madness.
It's very cold out here.
What's your handicap?
What's my handicap? My short game's terrible, but...
Right, yeah. You're going to be watching the National Comedy Awards this evening. I hear that The Office is nominated.
Ah, you guys are the shoe-in.
Sorry?
Yeah. You're a shoe-in. It's yours.
Thank you. I don't know what a shoe-in is, but I'd like to go to one.
I think it means, like, foot in the door.
Lovely.
Yeah, not foot in the door. It's like, it's yours. Your name's already on it.
Oh, really?
Wow.
I would think so, yeah. Well, why would Ross stop around?
I don't think he makes the decisions.
Neil, thanks very much for calling. Those prizes are going to be winging their way to you.
We're just like real DJs, aren't we, Neil? Just say we're just like real DJs, and we'll leave you alone.
You guys are just like real DJs.
Enjoy your game.
Cheers, bye.
Right.
Song's a phrase coming soon.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is it this week? What's the phrase?
We're, remember the story I told you ages ago about my neighbour having a horse in their house?
Oh, yeah.
Having a horse.
What's happened with that? Lenny Henry doing it as a series?
So,
And people nicking your ideas left, right and centre.
well, that's the phrase we'll be using anyway.
What?
My neighbour had a horse in her house.
How many words is that?
6.
My neighbour had... So, there's no grammar either. My neighbour had horse in the house. My neighbour had horse in house. What is the phrase?
My neighbour had a horse in her house.
Are there any prepositions? Are there any prepositions in this sentence?
Look, don't judge it beforehand. You see, I'm turning over a new leaf. I think this is a great idea. I think Karl's a genius, and I look forward to hearing this enormously.
Yeah, okay. And I won't be sick on your leg, or squeeze your head, or make you jump when you're making a cup of tea. What have we got then? That's that.
Right.
That's the silliest side now. Let's get on with the proper show.
Right, song's a phrase.
Yeah, let's we do that.
On to the classy stuff.
Yeah. Do you want to do the prizes first?
Right, now then, where are they? Here they are. I haven't seen these, but I'm excited as ever. Alright, we have a t-shirt there, arbitrary t-shirt that you have probably stolen off of someone. What does it say? Is it the Red Hot Chili Peppers? So if you found that's not too bad. It's a big t-shirt there. On DVD, this should you be giving this away? This looks like it's the film Don't Say a Word.
Yeah.
And it's it doesn't have all the proper packaging. It's literally the disc, the DVD disc, just loose. So enjoy that. The current album from Oasis, Heathen Chemistry, DVD, on DVD, The Life of Mammals, the complete series, the David Attenborough recent DVD, that. Walking with Cavemen, which I think is a DVD, it's currently on TV, isn't it? And,
well, there you go.
And
Not
also
bad.
the X-List, which is a good new compilation, double CD compilation from XFM with loads of stuff on there, including Nerd, Snoop Doggy Dogg, Athlete, all sorts.
Go on then, Karl.
So not bad, actually. Some good
Nice
stuff.
one. Well done.
Right, so, yeah, it's a phrase that's been said at some point, or said a lot on the show. We've had, like, Hairy Chinese Kid. We went back to, my mum had wind for 5 minutes and that. Today we're looking at, my neighbour had a horse in a house, right?
Yep.
If you remember, we were talking about that probably about a year and a half ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course,
Right.
people remember. They've been talking about it ever since, Karl, I imagine.
Yeah.
Well, it's famous. It's a world famous phrase. My neighbour had a horse in her house.
Right, so this is this week's Songs of Phrase, and what I've done is I've got songs with those words in that make up that sentence.
Yeah.
You got to email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. There's 6 different songs, right? You email in with what?
I don't know.
what
There is 6. Me neighbour had horse in house. Is it really that sentence?
My neighbour had a horse in her house. It does work. Honestly, it works.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Don't bother explaining it.
Are you
Just
ready?
play it.
Right.
Yeah.
So here's the. Here it is.
We're just looking at
Had horse in a house.
Right.
What in God's name was that?
Yeah. Name the 6 songs.
Had horse in a house.
Huh?
Are we naming the artists or the songs?
Either.
Artists.
Anyone who gets anything can get a prize.
What's
Jeez.
more, Karl?
Artists. Here we go.
Had horse in a house.
That's tricky, Karl. That's very hard. Once more.
Had horse in a house.
Email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. I'll give it.
Another letdown. Another
It's
letdown.
brilliant. This.
No.
How
No.
can you just say that after I've just been stuffing grapes in my face and that?
Well, you failed. You didn't get one burger in, right? Even when you tried to chop it up, there's 3, right? So that's it. Steve, out of the goodness of his heart, went to McDonald's. Okay, I got some grapes. You at 62.
That's got nothing to do with this, though. This is my game show here. Bob Holness didn't say, yeah, Blockbusters is good, but I never see him eating grapes. So this is a different thing. Forget that. Right? Here's the clips again. Here's the clips.
Had horse in a house.
Oh, you know I said I was going to turn over a new leaf and not criticise your ideas? I think it's the end of this one, mate.
Oh, he's done it again.
It's atrocious. ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk if you've got any idea. We should give the prizes away.
Yeah, well,
Karl.
this has been dreadful. This thing. We started off well with him trying to put 4 burgers in his mouth, and then he's come up with this tat. I mean, this is the end of this because it's. I mean, it was shoddy to start with. Now let it do a couple. Well, this is not only.
I'm just saying. This is what I was saying in the pub yesterday when you tried to be sick on my leg. I was saying, come up with new ideas if you don't like them, but you diss them on air.
Well, it's just disappointing, isn't it? And awesome, neighbour.
Right.
What's that?
I was disappointed when I was choking before.
We were disappointed as well.
Yeah, you didn't try. You didn't try with the grapes. You were just like
Right.
chewing on that. You meant to just throw them in and swallow them.
Songs of Phrase, it was 6 songs. It sounded like this.
Boring.
Had balls in a house.
Right, what are they? Just give you
6
answers.
songs there. We had Lionel Richie, My Destiny, for My.
Tricky.
Neighbour.
Oh, that's XFM. Ooh.
My Neighbour was
Space.
Neighbourhood. Had Harry Connick Jr. Had to Be You.
Yeah.
Right.
Had Your Neighbour had A Horse.
Horse from
America.
America, yeah.
We had a horse. In was Lisa Stansfield with
Pathetic.
In All the Right Places.
Oh, pathetic. Did anyone get that?
And
No
A
one
House
got
No one
from
got that.
Animals.
So that was pointless.
All right. Well, the
that's
most anyone got was 3,
Yeah.
and we're going to give it to Deborah, and that's
Yeah.
possibly Deborah and Kate. They got
Right.
at least 3 of those. So well
Okay,
done.
well done. Yeah, there's prizes on the way. That's the end of that. Step on my old size 9 stereophonics.
Absolutely.
Well, talking to Neil, it all brought it home. You know, maybe I should give it a little bit back.
Yeah. You've had a good year.
I'm hanging out with Jonathan Ross.
Exactly.
I'm doing ads,
Yeah.
right? But I care. I'm still in touch. You know what I mean? I'm still down with it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And, you know, it's coming up to the time of year where we should, you know, care about people less fortunate than themselves. And what I've done, I've recorded a Christmas single.
That's beautiful.
And all proceeds are going, you know, to, you know, little sick people and that. And
Are there going to be any proceeds?
there's going to be not a sausage.
Right.
So I'm
Right.
safe.
But I'll tell you this, I was thinking actually, I was listening to this morning, and you go in, doing some Christmas shopping, you go in the shops, and there's always, you know, Walking in a Winter Wonderland, and all those songs. You know, no one writes those sort of things anymore.
No. Well, you're wrong, Steve.
Really?
Listen to this. It's
What's it called?
Don't Cry, It's Christmas.
Let's hear it. Ricky
Don't
Gervais.
cry, my baby. Santa's coming soon. Though you ain't got a mommy or daddy, Santa still loves you. And he's riding on his reindeer to trample down the gloom. So don't cry, my baby. Santa gonna make it soon. Don't cry, my baby. Santa's feeling kind, though you know you never see him. He's not just in your mind, and it's not that he's invisible. It's because you're going blind. So don't cry, it's Christmas. Santa's still on time. Don't cry, my baby. Santa's on his way. You know he's got 6 billion children, and he's only got one day. You've got slightly less than that. If I were you, I'd pray. So don't cry, it's Christmas. You're nearly 10, it's a little gay.
Do you know, as far as I'm concerned, it's already become a standard. One of the classics.
Thanks.